All right, ladies and gentlemen, Justin here, just in for part 3 of the versus Undertaker Road to WrestleMania 2011 story.
Tonight's edition of Monday Night Raw.
Take that, Dorothy. We are in Kansas.
Tonight sees Chris Jericho going one-on-one with WWE Champion John Cena, as well as an intriguing 6-man tag match.
But first, Divas.
Again, we're letting you know that there's a whole show going on, not just your stuff here. And actually, I'm trying to fix that subtitle issue. I still haven't fixed it yet. I'm not really sure what's going on, why there are so many subtitles that just plain don't show up. Kind of defeats the purpose of subtitles. Don't know what to say. Nah, it's not in here either. You know, there's some handy modes here, but yeah, maybe I'll just change my ringtone to, I like Jericho's. I know a lot of people were asking me about 2009 and why our Chris Jericho entrance music was different than Chris. Hey, who's that? Hey, girl, can I talk to you a bit? Can I talk? You're looking at me. You see that I'm there. And you're looking through me. Okay. Well, then I'll go talk to Eve. Maybe. Right, Eve? Yeah, put your makeup away. And it's back there. Wow, that's a nice magic trick. Thanks. Thanks for showing me that. Do I not exist right now? Oh, there's somebody there. Who's that? And he just loves hanging out there.
What was your deal last week? You were walking around like the living dead. You need help. Not that I'm going to give it to you or anything. I'm just saying, you need it.
Oh, well, thanks for your very minimal concern there, Miz. What he's referring to is last show where there was the Druid Battle Royal, which, after I won it, turned into just a regular Battle Royal on TV, and it kind of freaked out my character. But we won, so it didn't freak us out that bad. Nobody's in the hallway there. Nobody's in the hallway there. Well, I'll go to see Stephanie because she's got the Metal Gear exclamation point near her.
Nice job on winning the Battle Royal last week. You looked a little off at times, but you pulled it through.
Yeah. Off.
But to business at hand. To beat the Undertaker, you'll have to get inside the Undertaker. You've got to walk a mile in his shoes. Now, back at WrestleMania 18, he battled a crafty veteran in a no disqualification match. So tonight, you'll battle a similar opponent in a no disqualification match.
Whatever it takes.
The match she's referring to, I believe, was against Ric Flair. Ric Flair, I don't think, was under contract for this game, so I didn't want to name him. Hi, Kane. I know you want to see me now, but maybe I should hit the training room first. See old Smitty. Boost our stats up a little bit. Especially if we're going to go see Kane. Alright, what am I going to put in next? Let's go momentum gain, because it's always good to have a signature and a finisher as soon as possible. Because this is American wrestling, where the finisher is king. Whereas in Japanese wrestling, it's more about wearing your guy down to the point where just about any move can cause him to stay down for a 3 count. And I kind of like that. Speaking of 3 count, you're looking up at the lights there. Also, speaking of 3 count, Hurricane Helms. Little WCW reference for you there.
Every year, there are more souls. I can't keep them all back anymore. We need the urn. It's the only way to contain them. You have to find the urn. Use it to contain lost souls.
All right. I really like Kane's tortured delivery on a lot of these. And the lines are pretty good. If I wrote them, I'm not sure if I wrote them or not. Batista.
Get out of my face.
Yeah, I just want to talk to you about Drax the Destroyer, man. You know, Batista doesn't get enough credit. And I admit, back in the day, I did not give him enough credit. But, I mean, the kind of career that he's had in Hollywood, which is not an easy road to hoe, He deserves a lot of respect, you know. Maybe if it wasn't for The Rock, people would be talking about what a Hollywood star Batista was. Well, there's the urn.
I'd appreciate it if you didn't mess around with my personal items.
Oh. That urn is your personal item? Is that Vince Sr.'s ashes or something? Okay, now what do I do? Do I go back?
Your locker room, now.
Okay, yeah, use... Are there any... Is there a way for me to... I was trying to maybe call Stephanie, but, Let's try talking to her. And try actually talking to her.
Don't you have a match?
Didn't you hear? They lost the feed in the production truck. We've got dead air.
They what? Oh no,
Yeah, you better go handle this. Pretty sure it's Miz's fault. Yep, really run fast and then go really slowly through the door. Bye. Yoink. I'll take the Slammy Award while I'm here, too. Alright. We got the urn. Now we just got to start catching some souls. And there... Ooh, makes a little hum. It's so pretty. Come here. Ah. Odorous looks so happy. Ah. All right. So we got one soul. Now what do we do? I imagine that we would see the souls. Well, what's that on the map? I guess I didn't really look at the map closely. Is that... Maybe that's just the bed. Okay, yeah, it is. Alright. And some nice art. Some garbage cans. Action figure advertisement. I wonder if those cycled out to be different ones. You know, like in real time, depending on what the ads were for the given moment. I wonder how much THQ got paid for those. Like Slurpee, WWE Magazine. There's quite a bit. Do you remember the first game I ever saw that had an advertisement that was super cool was Jet Moto had I think a Mountain Dew advertisement, and to see like a real brand in a game was actually really cool back then. You know what I'm saying, Trips? You don't... Okay. Alright, buddy. No, I just, you had something on your shoulder there. Just seeing how you've been working out. Luke Gallows. What up, Festus? Biscuits and okay. What is in that door? Yeah, I guess I don't see any other souls. Maybe they do show up on the map, but it's kind of weird to only get one this week. Maybe, hey, MVP. Glad to have him back in WWE.
Man, I ain't even trying to hear that.
Well, you're going to hear it. I'm really glad that you're back there. You're quite the mentor, quite the smart guy. Yeah, quite a great follow on social media, both Instagram and Twitter.
Get lost.
What, you had me get this urn. You got nothing else to say? I don't like that. Come on. I don't like that. Yeah. All right. We's going to fight it out. Big boy. He has me go on this wild urn chase and then just kayfabes me afterwards. I don't like that, guys. Girls. Individuals. Animals that might be listening. So we're going to go beat some respect into Kane here. With a spinning back fist. Yeah, we're doing spinny shit now. What do you think about that, Nate Diaz? Oof, into the TV. Not into the wall, though. All right, the back rake. And another one, Shades of Terry Fox, the Masked Jungle Fighter. Love the back rake. In that cheesy kind of way. Oh, and there's a nice chair here. Bonk. Ooh, that sounded good. chair shots are not fun to take. That's one of those things that you just can't fake. A chop is almost always going to hurt. A chair shot is almost always going to hurt. Eesh, I'm pretty sure a backdrop into a locker is also, or a power bomb into a locker is also always going to hurt. I haven't taken one of those though. Ankle lock. Remember how Ken Shamrock did the ankle lock before Kurt Angle did? Ken Shamrock, another guy who doesn't really get a ton of respect for his contribution to the business. You know, he was over huge in WWE back in the day, but I believe he wanted to try and do double duty or at least go back to UFC for a while. And, you know, I don't think WWE respected just what a big opportunity that was for him and for them. Kind of much like when Roddy Piper or Jesse Ventura were starting to make movies, They Live and Predator respectively back in the late 80s. And WWE kind of was mad at them for missing time, but you know, it was great for the brand. Look at what all the, you know, Cena's movies and, again, Batista's movies and Rock's movies have put a new spotlight on WWE, I think. And they almost always speak glowingly of the brand and what it did to, you know, contribute to their success. Slam Attacks, trading card game. Never heard of it before.
Your locker room, now.
Hey, 50 points. 50 points. For beating the big red machine. For putting his head through a TV. Who made up these points? Not me, friend. Not me. Alright, time to go to the ring. See what's up. And what's our thing here? I guess we're GM's choice. Mickey Beth, Eve Maurice, 6-man tag. Big Show versus MVP. Jericho versus Cena. Born in State Boy Smith Jr.
Your locker room, now.
Oops, sorry guys. Again, I'm still not super... When I'm playing other games, like I'm playing Persona with Tomoko lately, Persona 5 on PS4, I get used to the American way of controlling, and then when I play this, I have to do the Japanese way, so it's, yeah, I'm not as adept as I should be, I guess. With the Batsu and the Maru. But let's save before we go through here and take on a wily veteran in a no DQ match. And again, we say GM's choice because I can't name the character on those marker boards, so I have to be a little crafty with it. I'm crafty. I get around. I'm crafty. I'm always down. Anybody know what that's from?
Raw's general manager is trying to get Undertaker's WrestleMania opponent to get into the dead man's head.
He's not careful. Billy's going to cave his head in with that shillelagh.
And we have both struck out with the shillelagh so far. But Tree of Woderus. Uh-oh.
Wow.
Oh, right in the jimmy.
This could be over
Ouch.
quick.
This is reminiscent of that classic bout Undertaker had against Ric Flair at
Oh, I mentioned
WrestleMania
Flair there.
18.
Great.
Flair held his own, but became yet another victim for the dead man.
Anybody remember Finlay when he was the Belfast Bruiser in WCW? He used to have he had a pretty good program with William Regal, Steve Regal, and just beat the dog piss out of Regal. I mean, really was just stiff and brutal, and you know, Regal held his own, but definitely took a lot more than he gave, I think, in those.
Oh, look at this!
But you know, two great technicians, two tough men. You know, when I was a wrestler, that's what I tried to be. I tried to be a tough guy. I tried to really hit hard and take hard hits. Because for me, what was most important in the ring was for the fans to believe. You know, most people know wrestling's work, but when they were watching me, I wanted them to be able to immerse themselves in this battle and think that, well, Justin Violently or Helmut von Strauss, whoever it was at the time, really wants to hurt this other guy. Come here, Finley. We got. This is a no DQ match, so we really got to give the fans something. Pachow. Oh, good signature there.
Oh my, the Barbarian
Just with thinking about that move onto those actually spiky shoulder pads, it probably hurt so bad.
Talk is spurring him on.
Nobody wants the boss mad at him, that's for sure.
Alright, get up there. Can we... No? Okay, we'll go up top.
He's going to take another
That's
chance.
far away. Beautiful.
And there's an elbow drop.
Beautiful. I don't know if I've ever seen anybody do a moonsault from the top rope through a ringside table like that, through the announce table.
This match could have been over by now.
He's going to need this brutality if he wants to take Undertaker's streak.
And that senton reminded me of when Kamikaze Ken Anderson, a.k.a. Mr. Kennedy, gave me his Kenton bomb in our one match against each other and landed right on my bladder. Ooh, that's cool animation. And I very nearly would have peed myself if I hadn't gone to the bathroom right before the match. And it was winter in Green Bay, so I like peed outside in the snow. And I was wearing a singlet, so kind of the logistics of that were probably a little bit difficult. A little comeback by Finley. Ooh, counter for him too. But if you got a neck, it's getting broke.
1, 2,
3, okay. All right. See, Japanese style, the neck breaker was the finish. Because I had punished him so much to that point that he could not kick out. I like that. I like not necessarily knowing when the pinfall is going to come.
That's a statement victory right there. Undertaker may need to take heed.
Philly wants to make a little statement of his own. What's Undertaker doing here?
How surreal.
Ooh.
Undertaker appears, helps his WrestleMania opponent, then vanishes.
Get on, little doggy. Oh, good throw.
I'm not even going to attempt to make heads or tails out of that one.
The main thing is, he defeated Finley and looks strong in doing it.
Now, this music in the background, I'm not sure what it is. I think that we looked up royalty-free music, and I just picked the one that sounded the coolest, which was, you know, like, I don't know, picking the cutest cockroach. But it's okay, and it's, you know, muted enough in the background that you can't really tell. But again, I think I mentioned this before, but I really wanted to get Guar entrance music for the Create a Superstar.
Omaha, Nebraska, Michael Cole, along with Jerry the King Lawler, live for Raw.
What a surprise appearance we had from Undertaker last week, Michael. And he actually helped his WrestleMania opponent.
Tonight we know Stephanie McMahon has another challenge set up to test Undertaker's opponent. What will it be?
Why am I always the last to know? But as I was saying, I really wanted to get Guar. Oh, hey, there's plenty of souls. Great. I really wanted to get some Guar theme music, and they were actually willing to record a instrumental version of Eighth Lock, which was on one of their newer albums that I really liked the riff on. But nah, the higher-ups were not too into it. Corey Ledesma was not a fan of Guar. I'm lucky that they allowed me to use Brocky and his voiceover. And I might have told that story before. Again, I'm sorry if I repeat myself on these things.
It's good that you found the urn. Be prepared to use it. But also, be prepared for what happens when all the souls have been retrieved.
Well, you clearly have issues. But what exactly are you talking about?
He wanted this. Each of us did. Now he has to deal with it. All of us have. Some of us couldn't handle it.
That'd be a lot more impactful if CM Punk wasn't smirking larger than life behind you. But still, I appreciate that performance by Kane. And oh, okay, that's not a soul. That's a casket. What can we do?
What the?
Purple mist. And it did not miss. That's a pretty fancy looking casket, though. Alright, so maybe not every purple thing on the... Well, yeah, there's another... So let's grab the soul first. Sounds like a sound effect from a pinball game or something. Multi-ball! I really like the smoothness of that animation, though, when the Creative Superstar opens up that urn. I mean, that casket. It looks pretty realistic. Who's that? Is that Tyson Kidd? At first, it looked like Crash Holly. I was like, did we put Crash Holly in this game? Oh, you caskets. You're a little too close to the green and the doors, now that I look at it. And I like those animations. That was an extra day, I think, that Albie Castro, who did the Creative Superstar cutscene motions, he came in and did all these kind of idle animations for talking and opening up the casket and all that stuff. Hey, John Cena, you're hanging out at Diva Land? You just like to feel that pink carpet under your feet?
What's going on with these caskets? Is somebody playing a joke on me?
Where'd you see caskets?
They're all over the place. It's like a funeral home back here.
Man, I have no idea what you're talking about. And frankly, I don't want to know.
Love Cena playing the straight man. Wait, don't you two have a match against each other? You're that close? Okay, hey. I don't hear anything. Hey, we're on. Oh, right.
Chris Jericho, you have a non-title match against John Cena tonight and a submission match at Elimination Chamber. How do you feel about your chances?
I'm like a cameraman.
What do you think, Todd? That I'm worried? Give me a break. I'm gonna go 2 for 2 in those matches. At Elimination Chamber, the whole WWE Universe is gonna see John Cena give up as I once again become WWE Champion. Tonight's just another example of the greatness that is Chris Jericho.
Now, I've only met Chris Jericho once, and it was, and there, see, we go into real time again, where I'm no longer kind of sequestered in that spot. You can see that the map shows up again, and what's back there? But I met Jericho when WWE was in Tokyo in 2017. There's MVP again. Man, everybody's going through these doors. It looks... Look at that. Okay, he's actually going to a green room. Yeah, that's not just a void of space. So that's cool.
Man,
but
I ain't even trying to hear that.
Well, you're going to at least see that these caskets are real, right? Because Cena's acting like they're not. You saw that, right, MVP? Did you see that, man?
Man, give me 50 feet. Don't be all up in my grill.
Well, didn't you at least smell that purpleness, the lavenderosity of that? But so when WWE was in Tokyo, my best friend Austin Aries was there working with them, and I hung out at the hotel, hung out with some of the boys, and only met Jericho, I think, in a... Oh, here's a cutscene. Want you to witness this, because it's one of my favorite comedians is the voice of Smitty.
So what do you think caused it?
I was in that Divas Fatal 4-Way last week, and I felt a little tug. I just ignored it, but it's been bugging me ever since.
It's probably just a sprain. How about we brace it instead of ignoring it and see how that works?
I have a match Thursday on Superstars. Will I be okay for that?
I doubt you'll be 100%, but in my professional opinion, I'd say you'll be about 78.3%. If you're okay with that, I say go for it.
So that's Paul F. Tompkins, who some of you know from the show Mr. Show on HBO, or With Bob and David. I think he was on that on Netflix, or he did a lot of... I think he hosted Best Week Ever for a while on VH1, but he used to do a show in LA, like a variety show at the Largo, which was a live house, and I went to see it 40 or 50 times, and I thought that Paul has a great voice. He also did the voice of Mr. Peanut Butter on BoJack Horseman, the animated show on Netflix. So, yeah, I got him to do that voiceover. I think we kind of underpaid him, but he gave a great performance.
You again? What now? You want me to emulate Undertaker's love of flickering the lights off and on?
If you want to make history, you need to push yourself. You've never faced the challenge that awaits you at WrestleMania.
You're right. I'm listening.
WrestleMania 19. The Undertaker took on 2 massive superstars in a handicap match.
How massive are we talking here?
Do world's largest and world's strongest ring any bells?
Nobody said this was gonna be easy.
So I think those 2 big superstars were, was it like Albert and Big Show, and Nathan Jones was supposed to be with Undertaker, but they, you know, storyline beat him up before the match, something like that. Oh, he's just hanging out. So yeah, Jericho met him in the elevator. That's about it. I like his books. I didn't get to really tell him about that. EC contract signing. GM's choice. Beth versus Mickey. I'd love to see that match. MVP versus Miz. And then Paul F. Tompkins. Yeah, again, one of my favorite comedians. And I approached him after one of those shows and asked if he'd be interested in doing this. And we made it happen. Brought him into THQ. There's a little studio there. Same place where I directed voiceover for Rob Van Dam, and we got it done.
This match certainly tips the scales.
Raw's general manager is trying to get Undertaker's WrestleMania opponent into the dead man's head.
Okay, so handicap match against 2 of the biggest superstars on the roster.
Henry's in trouble.
So we're up in the difficulty a little bit here gradually. First was that Finlay no DQ match. And again, they're all kind of related to something that Undertaker did at WrestleMania. And if we can just keep... Uh-oh, okay, my controls are working backwards. You just heard Undertaker laughing. That's because my controls were going backwards. So there's several different ways that Undertaker can mess with you, I think, in this match. But no offense, I'm going to just try and win this as soon as possible so I don't get screwed over by one of those. Wow, okay, yeah. Hey, I'm glad you're right there, Big Show. Is that going to be it? 1, 2, 3. Wow. That's almost record time. Yeah, we're speedrunning this game. We're not speedrunning this game. I have never really speedrun any game.
He beat the odds and won against those 2 giants.
That's why I always say, never tell me the odds.
Didn't you get that line from a movie?
This guy's beating every challenge put in his way, and he's going to need all the momentum he can get.
Good point, King. And good night, everybody.
Never tell me the odds. That's a Han Solo line in the very first Star Wars. So I'm sure a lot of you already got that reference before I said anything. But don't feel bad if you didn't. You know, we all have our own pop culture, and we're never sure which of it is also, you know, ingrained in other people. Especially as I travel the world a little bit more. You know, people in Japan, for example, don't have the same upbringing. They don't all know Star Wars or The Matrix like most Americans do. All right, St. Louis, Missouri. St. Louis, wonderful wrestling town. Great history. And Cody's kind of here to meet me. You and your boy were kind of mean to me before. What you doing?
Historic St. Louis, Missouri is home to the final pay-per-view before WrestleMania. WWE Elimination Chamber.
Oh, yeah.
With no less than 4 title matches scheduled, this promises to be an unbelievable night.
On the SmackDown side, we'll see an Elimination Chamber match. One X factor is what kind of curveball Raw General Manager Stephanie McMahon will throw at Undertaker's WrestleMania opponent.
That's us.
Stephanie's a tough customer, but I'd rather feel her wrath than the dead man's.
Okay, so now back to you, Cody, with your half shirt.
Lost.
Oh, that you just were here to diss me. That kind of hurts, man. Oh, phone call. All right, that's some horror movie stuff right there. Huh. Yeah, that's a good reminder to save right there. When you get staticky, breathy phone calls that you didn't request or pay for, it's a good time to save. Because because you never know what's going to happen next. Saving the game today. Alright, Stephanie, you got another red exclamation point on you.
You're almost at the level where I feel confident in your chances against The Undertaker. I'm sure you remember his match at the 25th anniversary of WrestleMania against Shawn Michaels.
Of course. It was match of the year, hands down.
You're just not getting it. You need to do even more. You'll be taking on the Heartbreak Kid tonight, and I'll accept nothing less than a 5-star match.
Hey, I always perform at a high level.
So the 5-star match mechanic was something that I put into the very reviled career mode in SmackDown vs. Raw 2009. Not my best work. I will cop to that one. I was a little busy making Road to WrestleMania Part 1. So pretty. But yeah, the kind of things that were required to get a 5-star match in that, I brought those mechanics back pretty easily. And of course, hey, yeah, you know, the showstopper, he has a lot of 5-star matches.
Then I hoisted him up and gave one of the biggest choke slams ever.
That's pretty impressive. Not that he's really that strong of a competitor.
Anytime you dominate a former Intercontinental Champion, you deserve a pat on the back.
Look at her fake pat there. That was quite the pat.
But Santino?
Hey, I chokeslammed that unibrow off his face.
Always fun to diss Santino. And my wife is trying to get my attention while I'm playing this game. She's very hard to ignore. She's very beautiful and compelling. And pretty funny, too. I hope the microphone picked that up. Do you have anything in Japanese you want to say to the people, my love? Or in English?
Sup.
Sup. Okay, cool. Cool, bro. Let's look at that. We have some Never Give Up stuff. Is that a Miz shirt? There's our Wicked Dragon Steamboat again. Rhodes and Kofi. More Cena. Kofi shirt. The Ukes guys were really big wrestling fans, so I'm sure they enjoyed decorating the locker rooms. Maybe that's why there's 3 locker rooms. Cause, oh, what's going on with... Is Punk fighting a wall there? Or to quote Billy Madison, you fall in love with the wall or something? Billy Madison, one of my favorite, most quoted movies. Checking on all this food. You want some of this food? That food belongs to that Mark Henry. Oh, he don't got to know about it. That can be our food. No food will ever be our food. That wasn't very nice. What about you, Mr. Smitty? You want some of that food? I'd rather have a beer. Yay, getting up there on momentum gain. Oh, John Cena. I didn't see you before, buddy. You stick out quite a bit with that parking cone orange shirt.
You doing all right, man? You got a big match tonight, but it seems like you got a lot going on in your head.
I'll be fine, John. Just under a lot of pressure lately. You know what that's like.
I do, but I don't know what it's like to see caskets all over the place.
Oh, the caskets went away.
Well, that's good. You take care of yourself.
Now remember, this is long before like Trainwreck, where Cena really showed his comedy chops in a movie. Oh, and there's my opponent right there, the Heartbreak Kid.
Sean, you have a match tonight against
His
the
chaps
next
are
man
looking
to
pretty
challenge
good.
Undertaker's WrestleMania streak.
I'll act like I'm not listening. Talk like I'm not here.
At the 25th anniversary of WrestleMania, I gave it my all. I threw everything I had at Undertaker. And he kept on battling. Harder and stronger. If this guy wants to try his hand at the dead man, he's more than welcome to do it. But tonight, I'm gonna show him what I'm capable of inside that ring. If he can take it and keep on battling harder and stronger, then maybe he has what it takes to beat the Undertaker. I gotta say though, my gut feeling is that it's not happening for him. Not tonight, and not at WrestleMania.
Ooh. Well, tell us how you really feel. Yeah, HBK, of course, we had him be a big part of Triple H's storyline in SVR 2009's Road to WrestleMania. 2010, he had his retirement storyline that I really loved. So he always gives a great performance, voiceover-wise, and I think those of us who write for him, I think my buddy Raymond was the lead on the 2010 actual script. Of course, I write all the outlines and scenarios beforehand, but we try to do justice to Sean because he's definitely one of the greats. But yeah, that's a very impassioned promo he's giving for just one match, kind of a side match in this whole thing. But we need to get 5 stars in this, and that means we have to perform both finishers, both signatures, and put Sean through a table. Announce table.
It's about pride. HBK doesn't have anything to prove, but his opponent does, to himself and to Stephanie McMahon.
The stage looks really cool back there for Elimination Chamber.
He's left the ring. This could get interesting.
Yeah, let's
start. Look at those eyes. Evil thoughts have to be running through his mind.
Start clearing out these stars. It's nice that we give you the kind of the 5 stars right there to show you which ones you have and which ones you don't. And there's the Justin Leeper character model with the green sweater in the middle of the second row over there, clapping away.
This could be bad. Wait, what's he doing?
I think they removed my stripy beard here. Maybe I didn't even have... Maybe I had shaven the stripy beard off by this point in real life, too.
Oh, man! All that weight just comes crashing
yeah, that senton, I end up staying down longer than my opponent. See?
Ooh, that did it! He's got him hooked!
I like that slow body slam animation.
Shot there.
Most body slams are not super fast. Judo throws pretty good. Uh-oh, kip up by Sean. And he's got a finisher.
And that punch lands hard.
Ooh, let's try and counter. All right. Oops, get out. Stay out of the way, ref.
This could be huge.
And there's no way to nicely kick somebody in the nose with your shin. A nice way for that does not exist. All right, so we got one of the one of the signatures.
And he picks a great time to pull it out.
Oops, didn't mean to do that. Try to pick him up. You guys can know every time I make a stupid looking pin, I was actually trying to pick up the guy.
This is it. Here he goes.
All right, we got the Dweem elbows. Boom. Maybe that's why Cody was in there. He was like, wanted to tell me he didn't really like that I was using his dad's signature move.
And that drop kick was extremely effective.
Nope, didn't hear him do that.
1, 2.
Big shoulder block, which makes sense.
What physicality.
With the big shoulder pads.
Going top rope once more. Oh, and he eats the canvas.
Oh, sent flying off the apron.
Going top rope once more.
Long way down.
And
Oh, could you imagine doing that? That is not a move that people would like to do.
2.
All right, another signature. Reminds me a bit of Mick Foley's elbow drop he'd give off the apron onto the floor.
Oh, big Irish
Oh, there's no steps
right
there.
into that security wall. 5. 6. I think.
Oh my, the Barbarian
Oh, there's a-
destroying everything in sight.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, not again.
Oh no.
8.
Alright, well, I'll go in and then go back out. Oh, I'm not running fast, okay? Get back up, get back out, get back out, get back out.
And the ref stopped.
I don't believe it. The match is over.
No. Oh, I guess my feet didn't touch the ground, but come on, ref. You saw what I was trying to do. I have a very specific set of goals for this match. Yeah, that's kind of a reference to, what are those movies with Qui-Gon Jinn? I have a very specific set of skills. Oh, man. Liam Neeson.
This might be big.
Okay, well, sorry, guys. Get the nice look at that Elimination Chamber apron, and I'll try and be entertaining here. Shawn Michaels, guy I never met. Man, it's amazing just how kind of hated he was in his heyday, right before the whole retirement and born again attitude. Yeah, it seemed like he was a lot of times not a great guy to be around. Of course, he and Bret Hart were just such different personalities, even though they were pretty much the same level, on the card and in their careers and skill-wise. But Bret also, could be said, took his career and took the wrestling business a little too seriously. But, am I a Bret guy or am I a Shawn Michaels guy? What are you? I would say that, in hindsight, I'm probably a Bret Hart guy, but I probably enjoyed Shawn's stuff more. Like his match with Jericho at WrestleMania, that was a huge match. I remember seeing that live and being enthralled by it. His match with Taker, I think I saw at least one of those live, probably both of them on TV.
And he sends him flying to the outside.
I don't think I watched the
Shawn,
the beautiful double turn of Austin versus Bret. I don't think I saw that anytime close to when it was out. Oh, all right, cool. We'll get to do this. Yeah, let's use those stairs. Bombs away.
And the taunting continues.
I think, didn't Shawn try to do that to Taker in one of their matches? That moonsault to the outside. And they're moving slow. Oops, sorry, ref. Yeah, I'll make you stop the count that way, you jerk. Nobody wanted to see a count out in a 5-star match.
What does Shawn Michaels need to do, Kate?
He needs to get a big counter sooner rather than later, and then begin to wear his opponent down.
A swift kick.
A gorilla press is such an amazing thing because I don't know about you guys, but I train shoulders pretty often, and I'm not able to rep with much heavier than, say, if I'm in a real good mood, I can do 80 kilograms repping on military press, which is kind of basically like a gorilla press. But man, to be able to gorilla press big dudes and like the Road Warriors used to do, or Ultimate Warrior used to do, just amazing. Of course, the guy being picked up helps a little bit, but that takes a whole lot of strength. Wrestlers are big, strong dudes by and large. Okay, we only have one more circle, or one more star to do. And let's hope I remember which finisher it is. I think that I have that running kind of scissor kick finisher. I wonder if that's what I have to do. And I'm doing weird things. Too close to the ropes.
Wrestling maneuver. And he hits the drop kick. What impact.
All right. I think I still need to do... I'm one finisher off, right? Okay, now I've got the finisher up. Let's see here.
Not again.
No, I shouldn't have done that. I don't need that one. I'm waiting for a guy to get busted open by that, but it hasn't happened yet. How bad would it be if I accidentally got a pinfall there? Yeah, I'm moving kind of slow, Doris. Slow, Doris. If you didn't know, Odorous Orungus is kind of like, sounds a little bit like Order Us Around Us, which Dave was usually the boss there. He was, there were some alphas in Guar, but he was the alpha of the alphas. And he was willing to put in the work to be the main guy too. I mean, he did almost all the PR, all the press. He was one of the few that was a musician and an artist. Okay, Now we got Sean right where we want him. Now let's... there we go. Is he... Oops. hit the button I didn't want to go for the pinfall. Oh, and it's rope break. That kind of ruined some of the 5-starness of this match, I think.
Michaels has the headlock.
We'll do a little catch-as-catch-can before we finish this up. Boom. Just dumped him. Look at his leg actually on the ropes there.
Submission locked in, and this might be it.
Yeah, let's get you back towards the center.
Oh, mama!
And sure, we'll pin you on a hip toss. Nah, we won't do that. We'll at least hit you with a sub and with a signature.
Oh my,
there we go. All right.
Everything in sight.
Thanks, Sean. 1, 2, 3. All right, we got it. Shoo! Winning the 5-star match.
He's defeated the Heartbreak Kid in spectacular fashion.
Yeah, I love that backdrop
Sounds awfully familiar, Michael. Remember HBK versus Undertaker at WrestleMania?
There seems to be a common thread to a lot of his actions lately.
The biggest WrestleMania ever is only a month away. I can't wait.
I do love when Lawler's voice gets pitchy like that. I can't wait. Reminds me of this Japanese comedian that says, "Choto mate." Ne chonko. All right, thank you from Elimination Chamber. I like that we have that end graphic from Elimination Chamber. And it's on to the next town. Where are we headed for week 9? Boston, Massachusetts. All right, for Raw. Well, guys, I think we're going to take a pit stop here in Boston and call it a day. We got through to the second pay-per-view, so we're really kind of on the home stretch. I got a phone call. Am I going to answer it first?
You've raised your game higher than even I expected. The Undertaker's streak has never been in such jeopardy.
I'm glad I finally earned your confidence. Now, maybe you'll let me walk in my own shoes, not Undertaker's.
Well, that's not really why I called. I'm not there tonight, and won't be for a while. In my place, Raw is getting a guest general manager.
And he is?
I'm sure you'll meet him sometime later. Until then, you've got some interview time, so make good use of it. I'll be watching.
All right, Stephanie's gone, and we have a secret guest general manager. But that'll have to wait till next time.
Welcome to Raw, one night removed from Elimination Chamber. That was some event last night.
Maurice lost her title. John Cena regained his.
Yeah, there was a show on.
Was beaten in an epic contest.
Jack Swagger didn't defend his United States Championship last night, but he will tonight.
And I heard some rumors about a special guest tonight.
I heard those
too. I
too.
don't know anything about that, King, but I wouldn't be surprised.
All right, guys, now, for real now, that's it. So thank you, as always, for joining. Thank you for commenting and liking and, supporting me on social media as well. I appreciate all that you do to help give me confidence boost to make these kind of videos. Sometimes I need the motivation, to be honest. So I thank you for providing it, and I'll try to get another video up pretty darn soon. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye. Say bye, Chonko.
Bye. Thanks for watching, and please like this video, and please subscribe, and have a lovely day.